Hello everyone, and thanks for being there. In advance, I give you an apology for the bad English that you will hear. If you don't understand a word, don't go to Google Translate. It's just that the word doesn't exist, okay? So I'm No Limit. I'm a player of Sorare and a content creator. I have been playing for 6 months, and I want to share with you some tips, especially for big investors, because when you want to go in Sorare, you can find some barriers. I have experimented them with a lot of my godsons, people that I have sponsorship with, because when you want to go on big amounts of money, sometimes you don't have the tools that you need for. So first of all, I go briefly on what is Sorare. Sorare is an NFT blockchain game where you can buy cards, football cards, mainly to trade them or to make profits by playing a fantasy game called SoFi. So why would you, first of all, why would you buy these assets? So it's up to you, first of all. You have to do your own research on it to make sure that you want to invest on them. But the reason why could be the increase of value. As we can see, Robert Lewandowski cards, a unique one, was bought at the origin 1 year ago for 9,000 euro, and it was resold 1 year exactly after for more than 10 times the price. On big cards, it's usual to see such an increase in the prices. So it's not an unicorn, it's something really common. If I go for this guy, Jorin Timber, he is not as famous as Robert Lewandowski, but he has a strong utility because he scored a lot of points in SoFi, and you can see that at the origin it was bought for 10,000 euro, and just for 7 months later, it's for 10 times more. So it's not always 10 times. It's not because you buy a card that in 1 year you will automatically resell it for 10 times the price. But if you look at the charts of the player coming in Sorare, you will find that there is a constant increase, and the rate of increase is really big. Because if you see that, you have 40,000 people playing with 5 cards or more, and 1 month ago it was 34,000. So it's like 30% rate increase of people playing Sorare. So there is a pressure increasing on the prices. That's just normal. So that's the first reason. If you are betting on the growing prices, you could want to make an investment in these cards. But as long as you own them, you have a way to earn money, because you can play this card in SoFi, and in SoFi you can win other cards. And if we go at the prize pool, we can see that this card, if you play especially this kind of division with the cards unique, meaning that there is just one version of the card by year. If we go at the prize pool of Champion Europe, we see that you can make, if you win it, of course, you have to win it, it's not as simple as it seems, but you can win it, 2,000 euro and a star super rare. And a star super rare can be, well, in the best case, Kylian Mbappe, but if we just go to Karim Benzema and see how much is it valuated, it's 3.2 Ethereum, so it would be like yes, 10,000. So if you win the division, and when I say division, it's just one game week, one game in the weekend or one game in the middle of the week, you can make 13,000 euro. So as long as you own a card, you can make work this card for you. That's why it can be really interesting if we assume that we will make X10 or maybe it's not 10 times, but it could be 5 times the price that we bought the card in the long run. But as long as we own it, we can make also money by playing the card in SoFi. So that's the reason why you could want keep these cards. But now, how you do it? How do you buy cards on Sorare? First of all, you have to convert your euros, or I say euros, but it could be dollar or any money that you come from. You have to buy Ether, and Ether will be there will be a restriction because all the platforms that sell Ether will ask you know your customer, KYC, and they will ask you that, and they will put you a limit because you cannot spend as much as you want. You will have to comply with a lot of verification, and I advise you, if you go to strong amounts of money, to have two ways of inject them in Sorare. First, it could be Ramp network. Ramp is really good, and the fees were supported by Sorare up to now. But anyway, the main interest is that if you put money through Ramp, it will go directly to your Sorare wallet. The other way to do is to go with an exchange traditional for crypto money, such as Binance, Coinbase, etc., where you can convert the money in Ethereum. Then you will have to put them on Sorare, so you have to go through a hot wallet like MetaMask, and then from MetaMask to Sorare. That's the way you buy Ether. But you could be blocked as well by your bank. So once you are done with KYC verification on Ramp network and Coinbase, because I told you that you need two ways of inject Ethereum, you have to comply with your bank limits. So if you can, you have to increase this limit until the amount that you want to inject for card payment or bank transfer. With card payment, it will be considered like a withdrawal of cash. Mainly, that's the way that the bank consider it. So the limit that you have to focus is withdrawal cash limit. And sometimes abroad, because it's not watched the same by the bank if it's a withdrawal abroad or in your own country. So it would be this kind of limit that the bank consider. So once you have go across KYC verifications and you are the max tier on Ramp and Coinbase, and your bank is okay, you can put your money on Sorare. But you will see that to buy big cards, you cannot buy them for a few Ether, so you will need a lot of Ether, meaning that you are some exposure to the up and down of Ethereum. But it shouldn't concern you a lot because it shouldn't concern you a lot. Yes, you have an exposure, so it's a risk, okay? But in the long run, the fact that you buy Ethereum here or here, it's not a big deal, because even if you buy it 10% too high, it's still better than waiting for a good opportunity to buy, because in fact the prices of Sorare cards usually grow faster than the opportunity that you could have by buying Ether low. I mean, if you expect to find Ethereum 10% less than it is today. It will maybe take you 1 month to make this good buy, but in the same times, the card price will go 20% maybe. So it's not good. And then there is also a cost opportunity, because as long as you don't have Sorare cards, you cannot play them in Sorare. So you in So5, so you lose virtually money every day. So that's why once you have made the decision, because it's your decision, once you have made the decision to go on Sorare, you have to accept the risk of the exposure to Ethereum. Okay. Well, so once you have Ethereum, and a lot of Ethereum, because the numbers that you see there is not enough to play in good division with unique cards. You will need maybe 50 Ethereums if you want to make a strong G1 with unique cards. So it's not enough at all. But once you have the money that you need, you will need to choose a division where you will play according to your budget, and build a team. So you have maybe already see these tools, but if not, I advise you to go on Sorare data, where you can find players. You can find players according to your budget. You can look at price here, choose your division, etc. But before that, of course, you will have to choose your division where you play. Well, then you plan your team, you find them through Sorare data, and you buy them on 2 markets. New cards here are the cards that Sorare is selling. So it's a primary market. The advantages of primary market is that you will have the card of the year, not old version, but new version, and they have a boost in the score that player make. And there is a kind of reality, because you will pay the price 10% more than the previous person had bid on it. So it's kind of finding the reality of the price of the market. Whereas when you go on the secondary market, reselling, you will have to pay the price that people at the moment want for their card. Okay. But the advantages of the secondary market is that you can go very fast. You cannot build a whole team by waiting for the auctions. Auction on the primary market, you don't know when the unique card will be put on sale. But on the secondary market, if you want it, it's available immediately. So that's the advantages of the secondary market. Well, so I strongly advise you when you go in Sorare to find what we call a godfather. I'm not sure that the translation is correct, but it's someone who will make the way with you along the process and give you advices and answer your questions, because there are a lot which will come. Usually it's something made for free, and you don't have to pay people for that, because there is an incentive financial already given by Sorare, because if somebody bring you into the game, for example, I have a link that I will post in the bottom of the video. And if you use this link to make a registering registering in Sorare, once you will spend money on the primary market, Sorare will give a percent, a small amount for each card that you buy to your godfather. So there is no need to pay something more, but some people actually consider that they can give conseil for additional fees, so it's up to you to see if you want to pay them or not. But anyway, for free or for money, take someone who will explain you things, answer your question, and make you make the good decision, because there is a lot of things to take in consideration before spending money on this game. Well, I hope it was clear, even if English, as you can see, is not my native language. I did my best, and if you have questions, I will be happy to answer in comments of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Bye.